Listen to Blacking It Up with Elon James White, LJ Williams, and Aaron Rand Freeman at 1:30 p.m. Eastern at blackingitup.com.
So there's an unofficial video, a very well produced unofficial video of the song No Church in the Wild, which features imagine if American slaves had been white and the slave masters members of the black ruling class. This is the concept of Jay-Z and Kanye West's new video, No Church in the Wild.
But it's not did they make it? I thought, no. I don't know who made it.
High Five Collective. It's produced and directed by High Five Collective. And it features a white slave running from black slave masters and being hounded down and then hanged. So when I first saw it, I thought it was an official, like the official, video from the song. And at first I didn't think, I was like, it's in the same vein of a controversy that Kanye West puts out, in his videos.
Right.
But then that it's, that it wasn't, by him. It was someone else, but it's very powerful, like they said in the description, imagery of slavery.
Here's the thing about that video. I would argue the only reason why this is controversial is because white people can't handle it. It is not a controversial video. Slavery, really? Are we pretending that didn't happen?
Yes. Have you not noticed we're not enamored with talking about it as a group? We don't like talking about it.
Valid. But yeah, the idea that I don't believe that this video should be controversial. The fact that we flipped it. That's all it was. Is that it's slavery. It's what happened. It's historically consistent, except we switch races. If you find this controversial, go fuck yourself. Because I'm sorry, I've had to live my entire life knowing that this is what happened to my ancestors. So if you can't deal with it, literally. Fuck your face. I don't care what you believe.
A lot.
No, it's not that a lot. It's what happened. And the fact is,
I'm saying your comments right now.
No, my comments are real talk. Everyone, you can't say it. No, I can totally say, if you can't handle this, go fuck yourself. Like that. I'm sorry that it makes you uncomfortable to see your people whipped and running and possibly hung. I know that's a really weird feeling, an uncomfortable feeling, right? Yeah, I know. It's crazy when you get to see that fictitious shit and I get to know that actually happened to my people. Fuck yourself. I know, and that's another thing, because Fox News just had a poll that came out that talked about how apparently Fox News viewers, there's a good portion of Fox News viewers that feel like racism towards whites is more of a problem right now than racism towards blacks. Again, fuck yourself. Here's why. You guys feel uncomfortable. Why? Because now, for a few years, you've had to deal with race a little bit in your face, And the fact is now, you feel somehow that people are looking at you as white as opposed to just neutral, right? So before it was just like, you were just the default. So it was fine then, but now that you're not just the default, you're white, and that's a separate thing, just like has it's been black and Puerto Rican and Hispanic, everything else was separate. Now you feel almost separate, even though you institutionally speaking, you're still in control. You still have all the privilege in the world that you can have. But now you know that sometimes people point out that you're white, and you're like, racism is more important. It's worse for us than anyone else. Go fuck yourself. Really? 2.5 years, and you're a little bit uncomfortable? You're a little uncomfortable? We've been dealing with this shit for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years. 2.5 years of not being the default, and now you're losing your shit. Really? Seriously. No, go fuck yourself. Get over it. The fact is, guess what? You're not the default. You're not the default. I know that fucks with you, and you want America to go back the way it was. Guess what? It's not going to go back to the way it was. You know why? Because minorities are fucking. It's not going back that way, okay? That's what's happening. Babies are coming. So guess what? You better, and you know what? You're letting them sit there, and you're not even willing to educate them. You're willing to have all these minorities, but you don't want to educate them, so you're willing to let your country burn.